back once again, shifters, dreamers, light guardians from across the world, from across the many realms. This is Brendan welcoming you to another Sunday guided global meditation that we do here through ParadigmShiftCentral.com, a real world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. And part of the way that we do that, part of the way that we play the game, part of the way that we assist within the shift in consciousness is by being able to take part in these digital sacred ceremonies as community, to be able to come together, to be able to connect, to be able to practice meditating in the many infinite possible ways that we can, so that we can continue to explore the inner worlds as we continue to level up into more of who we are, continue to understand more of the mystery of our own heart, of our own mind, of what it means to be a multi-dimensional being in that sense. So shout out to those of you who are joining in on YouTube. If you guys can drop me an 1111 in the live chat on YouTube, let me know that you guys can hear me loud and clear, and we'll get right into this. For those of you who were tuned into this live, thank you for your patience. We had a little bit of a technical delay at the beginning, but we got it all sorted out, and now we are ready to go. And so for those of you who may be new, we've been doing these guided meditations. This is either the 6th or the 7th one in a row now at this point. Thank you for the 1111s, everyone. And I think a really powerful thing when it comes to community is consistency. And so I'm really happy to be able to have not only proven that to myself, but proven it to you guys, just the power that comes out of consistency. So thank you for holding space for that, for allowing us to be able to show up time and time again. And we'll continue to do this every Sunday we'll keep the streak going. If there's some sort of exception, I'll let you know ahead of time. But other than that, expect to be here every Sunday, if you're able to catch it live, if you're able to catch it in the future, whenever you catch it, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. PST, 2:30 a.m. GMT, which is UK. And again, making it easy for you guys, you can always tune in right at my YouTube channel, which is YouTube Skull Babylon, or you go to live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. Either or, both work. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. We're going to get things started. I'm going to give you guys a bit of an introduction as to what to be able to expect from this meditation. In the meantime, as we're getting ready, just inviting you to get nice and comfortable. So finding a spot where you can sit up straight for this one. Again, with the last one, if you missed it, I highly recommend and go back and check out the last meditation that we did, even any of the previous ones. It was basically like an energy session, an energy healing session, like a meditative visual Reiki energy, like enriching session. And there's a lot of value in that, and it was a really powerful experience. So go back and check that one out. But anyways, when we did that one, I encouraged people to lie down because it was like lying on a table type thing. With this one, we're going to sit up. We're going to make sure that we're awake for this one to the best of our abilities. And we're going to be taking a little bit of a visual journey. There's going to be a bit of storytelling in this one. And for those of you who have tuned into other broadcasts we've done, you know that there's been some very, very powerful guided story meditations that we have done through these broadcasts over the years. And again, I really recommend you go back and check those out if you've been enjoying any of these meditations. So we're going to give you a little bit of a taste for this one, but the intention is to really be focusing on the power of our imagination. This is a common theme that we work with because we're just tapping into it. We're just getting warmed up, right? So we're working on the power of imagination. I'm going to go into avatar activation, which I'll explain to you as we get into that. And also from there, there's going to be some I don't want to spoil it for you. There's going to be some cool things. So stick around and get ready for a little journey. And so this meditation will be probably no more than 45 minutes. And again, at this point, just inviting you guys to get nice and comfortable as we get ready to go into it. And so as we do this, a huge thank you again to everyone in the community for supporting this in the many ways that we do. Of course, a bonus shout out and invitation for people supporting on Patreon. You can see on the screen right now, if you look on the top right of your screen, you can see the numbers there, 117. That's the active supporters, with 654 is the estimated total earnings per month. And so that's Patreon community support. So if you guys want to add your support to that, we're going to refresh that by the end of the broadcast. Don't worry about it right now because I want you to get ready for the meditation. But if there are people in the future who are listening to this somehow and travel back in time, feel free to donate and we'll refresh that at the end of the broadcast. And we're working towards a milestone of 125. And so that's at patreon.com/Brendan Culleton, and you can add your support there. And again, that support allows us to continue to provide these broadcasts for the community for free. And there's a lot of value in what it is that we're doing here. You know, if you're going to a community space and everything like that, people would have like a, you know, I think I would still like to do it free, but there's always like pay what you wish donation type thing. So as we enter into this space, if you would like to make any donation or if you would like to make monthly donations, please feel free to join the Team Patreon. And that's where you also get your Light Guardian Crystal. And at this point, just inviting you guys to, if you have your Light Guardian Crystals, bring those close to you wherever you are right now, if you're going to be holding them or just have them near you during this little ceremony. And so again, these are awesome ancient futuristic tools exclusive through the Paradigm Shift Central project, which come with your shifter booster kit, which also includes the laminated free hug signs and the shift buttons, which have the website, which link people to the Paradigm Shift Central project. And again, these are super potent tools to be able to help you guys accelerate the shift. And shout out to all of you. There's like people all over the world who have shift buttons because of you guys. So thank you again. Links are in the information on YouTube. Look in the top right, you'll see a little circle. Click that. That links to the Patreon. Made it nice and easy for you guys. All right, who's ready to meditate? Yeah, let's go. Sweet, awesome. No rush. Okay. So at this point, I'll just remind you guys as you get comfortable, start getting into the rhythm of your own breath in this moment. When we do these meditations, one thing I've talked about before is really emphasizing the importance of stillness. And when our body is comfortable and still, it really allows our attention to turn inwards. And sorry, I just gotta read the comment. Ethan saying, Ethan, did you actually send $100 shout out? He's saying gave you $100 if you shout me out. No, I don't think he has yet. Ethan, if you want to send over $100 donation, dude, I'll shout you out for like a few weeks on a row. Ethan, I do want to give a quick shout out to him. Ethan's one of our younger shifters who I met doing like ninja Jedi training at the ninja obstacle course place that I work at, which I worked at over the March break with Ethan as one of our students and pupils. So passing on the shift there, even there as an example, I became friends with Ethan. I gave him a shift button. He's been tuning in, and Ethan is like, Ethan, you can say how old you are in the chat, but I know you're like 13, 14, give or take. 12, 13-ish. So Ethan, thank you so much for being here, man. Leading by example. Huge shout out to you, regardless of any contribution, man. You've earned it. So like I said, just going back to the purpose of stillness, when we're in a place of stillness, it really allows our attention to focus inwards. It really allows the richness of the experience to come even more vibrant, even more visceral. And this can be a very, very potent thing. And so as we allow ourselves to get into this meditation, we're going to do our preliminary kind of warm-up. And this is basically just where we scan our body, we allow it to relax. And then from there, I'll be guiding you into the visualizations. And at any point, really focusing on making the senses your focus. So really trying to make things feel as real as possible, taste as real as possible, smell as real as possible, using your imagination to build the reality through your senses in that sense. So just making sure everything's in alignment, keeping it very simple, and yeah, we'll go through this. So the last thing, this is practical. When we go into the meditations, this is something I usually mention in every meditation. You can almost imagine like an augmented meter in your mind. And if you find that your focus is wandering, that meter will drop from green to orange to red. Ideally, we want to keep our focus in the green, and that's where like we're here, we're present, we're in the meditation. If you notice your focus sort of dropping to like an orange, or that's where you're starting to drift, or red, you're like completely somewhere else, then we'll gently kind of visualize our way back into focus. And so for this meditation, our job is to keep focus and to really kind of like I said, the story will reveal itself as we go here, but the intention of this story is further alignment with ourselves, heart-opening expansion, deeper gratitude, and continuing to, as I say, level up by understanding more of who we are, while also putting our intention out into the grid collectively. So awesome. Thank you guys again for being here. Let's get into this, and thank you for holding the space. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for all the things that you're going to do after this. You're going to go kick some butt this week. I know you are. So, you know, it's fun to think of the relationship that we have, because obviously I'm friends with you guys, but at the same time, I also acknowledge my role as like a captain and a coach. So my job, this is what you guys are paying me for. My job is to pump you guys up, to guide you guys through skilled training, and to continue to help level up the team in that sense, to inspire. So we ripple this inspiration through the love that we share. Okay, so at this point, let's get ready, if you haven't already, in a comfortable position. And if you're on your bed, even just take a pillow and gently place it between your lap and your arms. And maybe just put a pillow behind your back as well, so you're nice and comfortable against the wall. I'm just gonna switch over the visual here. So we'll have the sigil up, and you'll just continue to focus on my voice, and we'll bring in the music as we go deeper past the initial warm-up of the meditation. So we are ready to begin. So wherever you are right now, first of all, just thanking you for being here. Thank you for showing up to this practice and reminding ourselves that this is just practice. It's an exploration, but through practice we learn. Through practice we get better. And every time you do these meditations, you're sharpening your blade. You're continuing to just develop your skills, develop your ability to understand how to use your mind and how to allow your mind to work in collaboration with you. Your mind is something very mysterious, and through it, there are portals to many worlds. So if you haven't yet, gently close your eyes, and we'll bring awareness to our breath, first and foremost. Together as a team, gentle inhales through the nose. Gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Again, gentle inhales through the nose. Gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Continue to allow the rhythm of your own breath to naturally occur. With each exhale, allowing yourself to become more relaxed, while also allowing yourself to be more present. Your body is becoming relaxed as your mind is becoming more aware. And so as we continue to breathe, the inhale meeting the exhale meeting the inhale, we'll slowly begin warming up by scanning our body, as we allow it to go into a comfortable place of stillness before turning further inwards. And in this moment, really acknowledging the power of our mind. This is a very, very useful technology, the mind itself is. And through practices like this, we learn how to use it in ways we never even thought we knew, but we do. We do. So as we continue to breathe, we'll bring our awareness, starting at the base of our body, and with your focus, with your intention, bring your awareness to your feet, your shins, and your knees. And as you do this, allowing your feet, your shins, and your knees to gently become more relaxed. Just scanning the body now. Moving our attention up to our thighs, up to our hips, up to our groin. Just allowing our thighs, our hips, and our groin area to gently relax. Bring our awareness up to our torso, up to our stomach. Gently allowing our torso and our stomach to relax. Continuing with this, realizing that your thoughts are able to do this. Simply by bringing attention to different parts of our body, we can change how we associate with them. Bringing awareness up to your chest, your shoulders, and your back. Allowing your chest, your shoulders, and your back to gently relax. Next, bring awareness to your biceps, your elbows, your forearms, your hands. Allowing your biceps, your elbows, your forearms, and your hands to gently relax. Continuing to move up, we bring our awareness to our throat, to our neck, to our jaw. Allow our throat, our neck, and our jaw to gently relax. Bring awareness even to our tongue. Keep our tongue either on the top of our mouth or gently release it from the top of our mouth, whatever you prefer, and allow the tongue to relax. Bring awareness to the cheeks, to the nose, to the eyes, to the eyelids, to the eyebrows, to the forehead. And gently allowing the cheeks, the nose, the eyebrows, the eyes, the eyelids, and the forehead to gently relax. Next, bring awareness to our ears, to the back of our head, to the top of our head. Allow our ears, the back of our head, and our top of our head to gently relax. Perfect. And so just take this moment here as you have scanned your body, you have calibrated your vessel, your vehicle. This is like the initial steps before going deeper into this simulation, into this realm, into this imagination practice. So connecting with the breath here, gentle inhales again. Gentle exhales. Again, gentle inhales. Gentle exhales. Just allowing yourself to be present in this moment. Intentionally just bringing with you only what you need in this moment. The awareness of your breath, the intention for being here. Everything else, you can leave it where it is. You do not have to bring it with you. So bring with you only what you need as we begin to go deeper. And as we do this meditation, reminding us that we are safe, that we are loved, and that we are protected. And so connecting with the breath, gentle inhales, and gentle exhales. As you listen to my voice, just continuing to allow the breath to naturally unfold, what we are going to begin to do is begin to bring ourselves into a space that we have been to many times before. And this space is that of the forest, a space that is full of sensations, that is full of wonder, that is full of magic. And so in this moment, I want you to slowly begin to bring in the sensations associated with the space that you are creating, with the space that you are entering. And so as we imagine ourselves slowly beginning to create this world around us, it will be daytime. The sun is up. It pierces through the cracks between the leaves. You are aware of the sensations of the breeze, of the air on your skin. Feel that slight sensation. You are aware of the subtleties, of the noises that surround you where you are. Hearing any animals, birds, even the subtle sounds such as the rustling of the leaves in the wind. Take a moment right now. Imagine those noises. Realize how powerful your mind is. And take a moment to acknowledge the feeling of the sunlight on your skin. as we bring our body into this space, as we, in a sense, download our consciousness into this story, into this experience. We continue to bring in other sensations, being aware of the smell even in this space as we just begin slowly looking around without even moving yet. Imagining yourself while your physical body sits still, you are slowly looking around, taking your time, even looking up towards the light of the sun as it pierces through the leaves, even feeling what it's like for the sun to reach your eyes. Good. And so as the world begins to shape itself around you, it will continue to become even more detailed as you move through the stories, reminding yourself that this is practice for you to try making it as detailed as possible through your sensations, through your imagination. And at this moment, let us begin calibrating ourselves to our body. And so I want you to gently begin imagining lifting your hands up in front of you. And obviously with your physical body still, just take this moment to imagine your astral hands through the power of your imagination, just gently opening and closing your palms, wiggling your fingers, looking at the front of your hands and the back of your hands, familiarizing yourself, recognizing them as your own. And just feel this. Feel the subtlety of what it's like to imagine moving your body, your hands within your mind. What does that feel like? Does it feel real? Can you challenge yourself to make it feel more real as we continue to simply warm up? And at this moment, we're going to do something a little bit different. Something that for those of you who've been tuned into these meditations is something that will be slightly new. What we're going to do, we're slowly going to pull our awareness back beyond our physical body within this space. And what I mean by this is understanding that your perspective within this space right now is much like that of a camera. And so slowly pull the camera back so it is now behind you. And as you do this, begin to imagine your form within this space. And in particular, I invite you to be able to shape who you see yourself as, your avatar. And I want you to make it a little bit magical. I want you to imagine what it is that you would look like if you were on, say, a fantastical quest. If you were a character in Lord of the Rings, if you were a character from a fantasy story, if you were a character from times that have passed. And so perhaps even just imagining yourself without being too extravagant, simply wearing perhaps a robe if you choose, or some sort of hooded cloak. And at this point, just getting creative, like creating your character in a video game. You choose who it is that you see yourself as in this moment, while at the same time also inviting you to activate and accentuate yourself. Meaning, go out of your way to make yourself look magical in this moment, as if you are intentionally dressing up. And so maybe that means that even in this moment, you might don even a bit of armor if you choose. You may carry with you jewelry. You may carry with you talismans that hold significance to your bigger story beyond just this meditation alone. You may even imagine any sort of headdress that you have on. And so as you do this, if you have not yet, begin imagining looking at yourself as a camera rotating around your body. And as you do this, associate the empowerment that you feel through the creation of the form that you make for yourself. And so take a few more minutes here. And again, this is a creativity practice. I'm inviting you to get creative. And even in this moment, deciding if you have any sort of satchels or pouches. Perhaps you may even choose to carry a walking stick. It is totally optional. And so, continue to solidify your imagination, your creation of yourself within this moment. And when you are ready, slowly begin to rotate the camera back behind you and gently moving it back into the awareness of first-person perspective. And now take another moment to breathe here and really feel like what it's like to be in this form. Again, really investing in this. The more that you are able to invest both creativity and also emotion into who it is that you are seeing yourself as, the deeper that this sensation will be for you. Whatever works for you is totally cool, no matter what. And so take a moment here and even strengthen your posture. Straighten up your spine. Physically right now, imagine if someone is taking a little string and pulling it from the top of your head. Physically lift your posture up just an inch, not even. And within your imagination, imagine yourself just feeling the strength of who you are, lifting your chest. Feeling like a superhero, feeling like a fantastical character on part of a bigger story, on a grand adventure, which you are. And so again, just bringing awareness back to our hands in front of us. Situating ourselves into this body. Feeling the texture of the clothing that is on us. Taking another moment here to observe the sensation of the space that we are in. And so, now that we have calibrated ourselves, we have created our avatar, we will move forward within this story. And gently at this moment, begin imagining yourself walking through the forest. Perhaps you are wearing boots, perhaps you are barefoot. Either is totally cool. And either way, just be able to observe and feel what it's like, the ground underneath your body, the weight that you have on the elements beneath you. And so continue walking through the woods and simply hold gratitude in your heart, being open to the sensations, being open to the magic, and being intrigued by what this forest holds for you, what mystery and magic awaits. And as you continue to walk through the woods in this moment, I want you to take notice of another sensation. Obviously, we have our sight, our smell, our touch, our sound, and our taste. But in particular, I want you to take notice of the sensation of your intuition. And listen very closely, for something is calling you. And feel that, imagine that, create that story. Feel the pull of something within your heart, something familiar, something that beckons you. And as you stand within the woods, further away from where you once started, you are now given the option of choosing which direction the intuition will lead you. And so within your own story right now, feel it. Which direction do you go in from here? Do you go left? Do you go right? Do you go straight? Do you spin around in a circle and just stop at random? Either or is totally fine. But focus on what it feels like to know that there is something before you that is speaking to you now, because this sensation applies outside of this meditation as well. And we are practicing listening to it right now. And so, in the next 3 seconds, decide which way you will go. And begin to go that way now. And as you do, you go further into the woods, even having to go a bit off of the standard trail. As you begin to push away the leaves in front of you, the branches in front of you, and even as you do this, feeling the texture of the tree branches in your hands, as you move them beyond, as you move them out of your path, and you pry deeper and deeper, and as you do, you feel the sensation becoming stronger and stronger. And soon enough, up ahead, you see a glistening, a sparkling light coming from the ground. Your curiosity is piqued, your excitement triggered, and you move towards this, feeling the pull of it, feeling the call of it. And as you get closer, you realize what it is that you are seeing, what is sparkling before you, is that of a small little body of water. Smaller than a lake, smaller than a pond, very mysterious. And as you look into it, it sparkles back at you. As you look within it, it does not appear that there is even a bottom to this water. And yet you feel safe around it. In fact, you feel called to slowly begin to explore it. And so if you haven't already, you remove your footwear, your boots, and you walk closer to the water. And you are able to pinpoint the exact moment when your feet touch the edge of the water, as they touch the wetness of the sand and of the dirt. And so in this moment, just continue to breathe as you stand here at the edge of the water, and breathe in the coolness up through your body. You feel the subtlety, the slowing things down in this moment as the water gently rolls over the top of your feet, gently kissing your ankles. You breathe into the sensations, the coolness, enjoying this. And in this moment, as you continue to check in with your intuition, you feel a pull that invites you to move deeper into the water. And so feeling safe, feeling protected, and feeling intrigued, you begin to walk further towards the center of this small body of water. And as you do, you feel the water move up across every single part of your body as it moves up your shins, your knees, up past your hips to your torso. And now your arms are even in the water. And so take a moment here before you choose to submerge yourself any further, and feel the water all around you. Feel your hands moving underneath the water. Good, good. Again, making this as real as possible, surprising yourself with how real this can feel, how powerful your imagination is. So just taking a moment here, connecting with your breath, gentle inhales, gentle exhales. And this water is not like regular water, for this story is not like regular story. And your intuition calls you, and it tells you to go into the water completely. And yet, since this is an imagination, since this is a simulation, we do not have to worry about this water filling our lungs in a discomforting way. For in fact, this water is water that we can breathe underneath. Why? Simply because this world is far, far more magical than you may even be able to imagine. And so, make the choice when you are comfortable to do so, knowing you are safe, and feeling the calling in your heart to step further into the water. As you do, allowing the water to move above your head, and even just taking a little bit of an extra jump opposed to just slowly walking in, and even just allowing yourself to gently dive in, whatever makes sense for you. And allowing yourself to now, in this moment, be submerged completely underneath the surface of the water. And you open your eyes underneath the water. You see your hands in front of you. You are already comfortable breathing underneath the water. You feel the coolness of the water, the lightness of it, moving both around your body and also through your body, but in a comfortable way. In a way that in many ways feels very familiar. And now, as you take the moment to acknowledge and recognize that you are underneath the water, you look up and you see the light shining from the sun onto the water. You see the movement of the trees through the surface, and everything is equally sparkling underneath the water, and yet you still are unable to even see the bottom, for this is a very mysterious and magical piece of water. And in this moment, as you move your gaze upwards to downwards, allow yourself to simply begin to move deeper into the water. Allow yourself to continue to submerge into its depths, yet without fear, with an extreme degree of calmness and relaxation, as you are simply floating deeper and deeper, feeling your body free falling, a sensation that we don't always get to experience. But just imagine in this moment, for you know what it feels like to allow your body to simply free fall deeper and deeper into the water. And as you do, you feel more and more calm. You feel more and more at peace. This water surrounds you. It holds you, it protects you, it loves you. And as you move deeper into the water, again, even just acknowledging your body in this moment, your hands in front of you, gently just allowing yourself to float like free falling from the sky. And in this moment, as you look back up towards where you came from, you realize that you can no longer see the surface of the water. For in fact, all you see is a calming and mild darkness all around you. And in many ways, it's hard to even tell whether you are underwater or whether you are perhaps even floating in space, which is exactly the point. So allow your sensations to kind of shift in this moment. Feel the floatingness. Feel yourself just gently in this space that feels both empty yet incredibly calm. For there's just you and your breath, you and your heart, you and your mind. And as we continue to allow ourselves to relax into this space, we're going to begin a very, very powerful part of this practice, of this journey. And what we are going to begin to do is we are going to begin by almost imagining ourselves closing our eyes within our meditation. So in this sense, we're actually going to go a level deeper within this practice. We're going to go into another dimension within this imaginative realm. And so as you simply feel yourself floating in this space, imagine yourself closing your eyes within your avatar body. And as you do this, gently begin to bring your awareness to the center of your heart. And as you do, I want you to slowly feel an energy, a white light moving from the point of your heart down all the way to the feet of your body. So feeling this white energy, almost like a liquid, just pouring down from your heart, moving down past your torso, your hips, your legs, all the way down to your feet. And yet it doesn't stop here, for what happens next is this light extends beyond your feet like branches, like roots. And so visualize in this moment these roots of white light reaching out from the bottom of your feet and extending down, down, down below you, reaching. And as they do this, your roots will continue to go deeper, searching for the depths and the connection to this space. And as they go deeper, you feel yourself become more calm. And soon enough, these roots have reached all the way down past the inevitable bottom and into the core, in the heart of Mother Earth itself. And so as you are floating in this space, you are feeling this connection of your roots reaching down, these golden white roots. And as they reach the connection to the heart of the Mother Earth, you breathe in her energy. You breathe in the calmness. You breathe in this love. And as this energy moves from the heart of the Mother Earth, from Gaia herself, allow it to be felt coming up through the roots and connecting into your body, into your feet, moving up your legs, past your hips, past your torso, rising up your spine, moving through your arms, your shoulders. And this energy is going to move through your entire body and then extend upwards out of your crown into another series of branches, like the top of a tree opening up. And these branches continue to reach upwards as well, moving higher, higher, and higher, connecting with the heavens above. And so in this moment, taking this opportunity to imagine yourself floating in this space, and even if you want, visualizing yourself from a third person perspective, seeing this white light branching in both directions with you illuminated at the center, creating a full cycle. As you breathe in the energy from the roots, it connects through your body, extends into the heavens, and at the same time you breathe in the energy of the heavens as it connects through your body and connects with your roots. This visualization that you're holding right now is something that is always there, is something that always exists. And yet it is through our imagination that we are able to remember what it feels like. And so acknowledge this feeling, knowing that it is real, knowing that it always exists. And so in this sacred space, we are connected to all things. We are connected to our future. We are connected to our past. And what I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to use this opportunity in this space to deeply, deeply connect with the feeling of gratitude. I want you to challenge yourself to feel as grateful as possible for all of the things in your life. For the things that are obvious, the friends and the families and the opportunities, the loved ones. And for also the things that we may often not express gratitude for, such as the challenges, the obstacles, the oftentimes thought of as burdens, the unexpected twists and turns that have inevitably led us exactly where we need to be. To those who perhaps have in some way challenged our patience, to those who have made us feel sad, even angry, yet at the same time have taught us about our resilience, our fortitude, our strength, and our flexibility, and our deep compassion. Take this next moment to bring in as much gratitude as you can through your connection of these roots to the heavens above and the earth below, into the center of your chest, into your heart. And so feeling this gratitude moving through your body as you are connected with all parts of your life stream right now, and feeling this gratitude moving into your heart, moving into the center of your chest, holding the sacred space for yourself. Allowing your thoughts to gently move deeper towards this direction of gratitude, going further than we often do, expressing gratitude for the littlest and the biggest things, taking a moment to reflect on gratitude for even the smallest of bugs, for the cutest and ugliest of animals, gratitude for the planets beyond our sight, for the stars that shine in the heavens, for the life forms billions of light years away that are still connected with who we are. For you fill your heart with the gratitude of knowing that you are all things, that you are all beings, that you are one being, that we are one being. And you have gratitude for this knowing, for this remembrance. And in this moment, you have gratitude because you understand deeply that this is the perfect reality, here to evolve your soul as part of our collective growth. And so take a few more minutes here, like an alchemist, merging this intention of gratitude and crystallizing it in your heart, feeling it build within your heart as a little ball of light that is almost moving around and becoming slightly bigger and bigger, yet thicker and denser with so much gratitude. Breathe this gratitude into your heart. You're forming this little golden ball of gratitude that's slowly getting bigger. Continue to breathe. Continue to guide this with your intention. Continue to maintain your focus, floating in this space, visualizing these branches above you and below you, this psychedelic vision, feeling this connection, floating in this space. And with your breath still being maintained, at this moment, gently, you feel this ball of concentrated gratitude slowly move outside of your body as it emerges, floating a few feet in front of you within arm's reach. And this ball is almost spinning around, and as it does, it twists and turns and forms into a shape of something familiar, into a shape of something you recognize. It forms into the shape of a golden key. And you take a moment here and you look at this golden key, and instinctively you reach out and you grab it and you hold it in your hand. And you ponder at it with an open heart, an open mind, and a mysterious gaze, curious as to what it may unlock. And so in this moment, you allow the connection that is above and below to return itself to your heart center. And so the branches that we created through our imagination, you can allow and give those permission to either simply become invisible, knowing that they're still there, or to retract and pull themselves back into the center from which they started, all the way back to your heart. And holding this key in front of you, floating in this space, in this void, reflecting on the immense gratitude that this key recognizes and represents. You hold it close to your heart, and you gently place it safely within one of your pockets. And now in this moment, you recognize again where you are as you open your eyes within your astral form, acknowledging that you are still in the depths of this water. And as you look up, you see a sparkling light. The surface has returned. And naturally, you slowly begin to rise and swim your way up to the top of the water. Slowly getting closer, feeling the sensations, feeling your body rising, rising, rising. Acknowledging through your senses the light getting brighter and brighter, shining through the surface, sparkling as it does. Yet this time, the surface seems to sparkle even more than what you recognized it as sparkling at like before. And so as you get closer to the edge of the water, you brace yourself to breach through the surface. And feel that moment when you breach through the surface and you take in that extra fresh breath of normal air. And as you breathe, it becomes suddenly obvious to you that where you are now is not the same place from which you entered into this water. For now, you look around and what you see is that you are in a cavern full with sparkling crystals on the surface of its walls, with quartz even protruding from both the ceiling and the ground and the edges. A magnificent light almost emanating from within each and every crystal. And naturally, you see the edge, you see the shore, and you swim yourself towards the edge of it. And gently, at your own pace, you lift yourself out of the water. You feel the water moving down your body. You feel it on the weight of your clothes. And you bring yourself up to standing. And even in this moment, as you observe and you look around you, quickly you can use your power of imagination to return your clothes to a comfortable and dry state, simply with a thought. And just like that, you are dry, warm, and comfortable again. And you look in front of you, and what you see in this cavern of crystals, this magical space, you see 2 rows of of torches. And in between them, there forms a path. And as you begin to walk between these torches, even feeling the heat of the flames as you perhaps even reach your hands out walking past them, this path takes you deeper into this cavern. And even though there is no sunlight, your sight is still illuminated simply by the torches and the crystals. And following this path, you look up ahead and you see before you a door. And this door is not like any normal door. This door looks magical. This door has a glow to it. And you can even see a light shining from underneath it. And you look at this door and you look at the markings on it. Some of them familiar to you, some of them mysterious. Yet evidently so, this door represents something important. There is something behind it that is for you. And so what this door is, as you listen deeply to a voice within your heart, within your intuition, this voice says to you, it explains to you, that on the other side of this door is the opportunity for you to be able to practice receiving and projecting information about the future that you are both creating and moving into. On the other side of this door is the opportunity for you to enter into a space where you will take a moment to craft the world that you wish to see, to set forth the intention of what tomorrow will bring. And as you stand in front of this door, you look and you place your hand on the doorknob. And without even thinking, you give it a little twist. And yet you realize that this door is locked. Naturally so, you quickly acknowledge and remember about the key that is already within your pocket. And so you pull out this key and you hold it in front of you, this key, this golden key, literally representing all of the gratitude that you have for this reality, the immense gratitude and the value of it. And you hold this key and you gently place it into the doorknob, and you twist it, and you feel a very satisfying click as the door becomes unlocked. And you do not open this door just yet understand that this door to your future is very literally unlocked with your gratitude, with the key that your gratitude creates. For that is the key in being able to meet this universe halfway and to be able to resonate your value of worthiness for what it is that you wish to see. And so what will happen is that I will lead you to this door as I have, and you will walk through it. And on the other side of this door, you will empty into a void, a white space. And yet this space is nothing to be scared of, for it is sheer potential. It is quantum. And on the other side of it, you can both ask questions as well as being able to project intentions. On the other side of this door holds information about the future you are moving into, the future you want to move into, and how you will manifest it. And so take a moment here before you walk through this door to bring yourself into alignment with this practice of being able to really create the space to think, what is the future that I wish for? What is the future that I am here to create? Both for myself, for my friends, for my community, and for this planet. And you can choose to use this space in as big a way or as small a way. This is a sacred space you are about to enter into. A space where you are able to hear and communicate with the universe within you. And so you're creating this space. You're creating this ceremony. And so, even if the answers are not entirely clear to you, that is totally fine, for you are allowed to enter this space with questions. And as you enter with questions, simply practice being relaxed and being open to receive visions, images, ideas, many of which you already know. For the truth is inside of you. And that truth is simple as well as complex. And so breathe into your heart space, strengthen up your chest, straighten up your posture, feel the warrior spirit within you. Feel the purpose deep inside of your very core, for if you are tuned into this broadcast, like myself, you are here to help change the world. On the other side of this door, you will receive guidance as to what is needed for you to be able to walk that path. And so with your hand on the doorknob, you prepare yourself to enter into this space. And when you do, I'll gently be pulling the background audio up, and I'll be giving you a few moments of your own silence to use this white space to practice creating, to visualize the futures, to receive the messages, to communicate in many ways with your higher self, quite simply. So take another breath here, tighten your grip around the doorknob, and on a gentle exhale, twist the doorknob and pull the door open. You feel the weight of the door moving and swinging in front of you. You look inside and you acknowledge the vast whiteness. And you take that first step through the door. And as you do, the door gently closes behind you. And much like being underwater previously, you are now able to float in the space if you choose. And so enter into this space. Be present with your breath. Use this sacred opportunity to be able to traverse the many realms, ideas, and opportunities before you. So be here for the next few moments. Receive, project, and reflect, reminding you that gratitude opened this door. That gratitude is the key to see and create your future. So continue in this space for the next few moments. Think about the future you wish to create for yourself, for others, and listen and visualize what needs to be done, what is needed. Continue to breathe. Continue to practice this part of your meditation for the next few moments. Breathe. Again, just continue using this space. Practice visualizing the futures you wish to see. Bring them into your heart. Reflect them into this space. Continue here. Good. Continue to breathe, allowing yourself to reflect on the immense potential that you have within this space, understanding that what you can visualize and what you can receive in this space literally encodes itself into this reality. And so as we move into the conclusion of this entire practice, of this entire meditation, we will use our opportunity within this sacred space to intentionally pour more of our gratitude and of our compassion into the world. So whereas before in the last few moments, you were just also reflecting and receiving information as need be, for these next few moments, together, let us intentionally visualize to the best of our abilities all of the amazing things that we wish for the world, all of the love that we wish for everyone. And so visualize this in your heart, in your mind's eye, within this space, imagining people connecting, growing, celebrating, expressing deeper respect, deeper compassion, deeper appreciation for the wonder of this life, for each other, for all beings, and the earth itself. And so again, just take these next few moments as I am here with you, as we are here together, all of our thoughts merging into a center point, crystallizing, creating in this hyperdimensional space, which again does affect this reality. This is a very, very real thing. And by us taking the moment to crystallize these intentions, it can help accelerate the overall process and effects. So breathe here deep into your heart. Ignite the light inside of you, feeling it move through your bodies. You are the magi of this nation, of the imagination. Holding this space together as a team, let us intentionally pour our love into this moment as we visualize all of the beautiful things we wish this world to be. Continue here for the next few moments, and then after that we will gently conclude our meditation. So focus your mind and your heart like a laser. Make it as vivid and as real as possible, as specific and as general as you choose. Pour your heart, pour your prayers, pour your love into this moment. Project that intention, and it is received, amplified, and encoded into the entire grid for all beings. Hold your breath, hold your focus, maintain your breath. Be here for the next few moments. Continue as a team. Wonderful. And so as you feel the gratitude of this moment reciprocated, reminding yourself that it was your gratitude that opened this door, that your gratitude opened the potential for this future. Symbolically acknowledging the power of that idea. Breathe into your heart and gently bringing our awareness to our breath, to feeling this light inside of us. And simply in this moment, just be aware of this feeling, of this bliss, while continuing to listen to my voice, and then from here we will gently conclude the meditation. And so, as we step into this sacred space, we allow what has always been to naturally take place. As we project our intentions through the roots of this dream, we allow ourselves to manifest the futures that we wish to see, ones of more smile and more love, of more compassion and free hugs, of community and respect, of all the joy that we can imagine. And so as we breathe into our heart and activate into more of who we are, as we anchor in the awareness that we have come from both near and far, we breathe in the power of this ancient heart, reminding ourselves that we transform this world through our art. And we find our service through purpose and our purpose through service, knowing that together we will always make it through this, for we have been here before together in many ways, allowing ourselves to simply show the way back home to the heart, beyond and into the stars, inviting all beings to be a part. So breathe here into your heart again, filling this moment with gratitude, allowing this inspiration to reach every molecule of your being, stepping into deeper parts of your potential as a light guardian, as a shifter, as you continue to activate into your purpose of service, into your power as a magi, as an awakened dreamer, becoming better dreamers within the dream. And so in this moment, acknowledging what we have accomplished, what we have done, what we have taken time to do, inviting you slowly to imagine closing your eyes of your astral body. And so now, in place of whiteness, there is a gentle and calming blackness. Your body is still feeling as if it is floating. And as we begin to gently transition our awareness back to our physical body, we are reminded that this space is one that we can enter beyond this moment, beyond this practice. Now that you know the way, you can return here at your own will. And so feeling the light at the center of our chests, allowing that to resonate and to permeate through all it is that we do for these coming days and the weeks ahead, for the inspiration and the compassion that we will share with others who we meet, the many great things and all the lessons that we will continue to accomplish, knowing that we are right where we need to be to continue to become more of who we are. And so slowly take a few moments here, just gently on your breath, a couple more breaths, nice and calm. Really be aware of the breath right here. Bring it back to the breath, which is exactly where we started and where we conclude this ceremony. And when you are ready, you can gently begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body by gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you are ready, you can gently bring your awareness back to the space around you by slowly opening your eyes. And as you do this, just maintaining the calmness of your breath. And allow the sensations of this journey to permeate with you. Awesome. Wonderful. So at this point, welcome back. You have traveled far. Thank you for taking part in this journey. Thank you for being able to take these moments to not only go deeper into our own experience, but to be able to use this space to be able to send out those good vibes for all those other people out there. I thoroughly know that our thoughts are far more powerful than we have been led to believe. And by us meditating here, not only does it anchor us into our intention, but literally what we are doing, we are encoding the realities. We are creating the pathways to align with the realities in which we wish to see. And so this meditation here helps. As we move forward within the next coming weeks, invite yourself to acknowledge any feeling of grace as you move through these timelines. And at the same time, still acknowledging that, yeah, there's still going to be obstacles, that, yeah, there's still going to be challenge, yet do your best to meet anything with gratitude. Have that power, that paradigm shift to be able to feel and acknowledge the gratitude that every moment has for you. And again, that can be about teaching us how to be stronger, how to be more patient, how to be resilient. Everything is here to teach us how to be more thankful. And when we allow ourselves to be in that space, the universe will continue to give us those accelerated gifts, those accelerated lessons, all the opportunities that we are ready for when we are ready for them. So at this moment, as we have wrapped up this meditation, I just invite you guys, please feel free to leave some comments in the chat. Jump on in when you get a second. Let us know what you thought. Any of your feedback is greatly appreciated. And, going into the future, if you even have any suggestions for other meditations, any styles that you would like to practice, please feel free to send me a message. I would love to be able to collaborate and hear from you guys in terms of what it is that you would like to do for future meditations. So I'll keep an eye on the live chat, and as we conclude this, again, just thanking you so much for being here. This is, again, a practice. I keep saying this. This is like, think of this as like hockey practice. So we just went on the ice, did some drills, and we got a little bit better. And now when we go into further meditations, we're going to get more familiar with our imagination. And even beyond just these meditations, really practice taking the time to daydream. And daydream is kind of like, I don't know if that's always the best term, but literally just take the time during your day to practice flexing your imagination like a muscle. And just do that during the day, do that before bed. You could literally just kind of run yourself through a similar version of what we just did, even before going to bed if you want. Just see what it's like. See what it's like. How real can these spaces become? Because as that happens, we're preparing ourselves to go deeper. Like, what if we are still just scratching the surface? What if, if you're looking for a spaceship, you are one? And what if what we're doing is slowly beginning to turn all the dials of this body so that we can get ready for the blast off that is still to come, those inner journeys. And so that potential is real, and that potential is something that we're going to continue to explore together. So it's a lot of a journey, a lot of adventure still ahead. So shout out to Tam in the chat. Tam says that was amazing. Thank you, Tam. Thank you so much again, everyone, for any feedback you guys share. It's always super appreciated. And shout outs to Tam, to Faith, to Steven, Ethan, Derek, Jenna, and Daniel in the live chat, and Cosmic Moon, and Not Having This as well. Thanks for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. So reminding you guys that, again, if you really enjoyed this, be sure to check out some of the past meditations that we got on my channel at Skull Babylon. And you can also find those at Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes, or just go to live.paradigm shift central and you'll see the MP3 versions there as well. Please invite more of your friends into these meditations. Again, part of what we're doing, we still have the idea of doing these global meditations with 100 people tuned in, 200 people tuned in. So we're building up that momentum. And again, this is where collectively as a community, we are succeeding. So invite your friends, let them know. Thank you so much. And shout out to everyone who's listening to this in the future. That's still equally valid. And already, there's already, each broadcast that we do, there's Numbers wise, I would say like after a week or so after it coming out, the broadcast probably has about 300 people who listen to it between the MP3s and the YouTube, which is awesome. So I mean, that's a congratulatory thing for everyone on the team. And let's continue to go a little bit further. Let's continue to build that. I think it's a really beautiful opportunity that we're creating here as a community. And each time we do these meditations, again, it helps us kind of like crystallize our intentions as a team for the Paradigm Shift Central project. And again, this is about encouraging people to choose to be the change they wish to see, activating the power within themselves so they can continue to be of service to others, building the paradigm shift communities of physical meetups for open-minded discussion meditations where they are, allowing ourselves to be able to express ourselves as artists, to be able to document the shift and to be able to accelerate it through the power of art. So if you haven't yet, check out more at paradigmshiftcentral.com. Tune in for other broadcasts that we got, our regular team roundtables on Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, exactly where you find this. Again, Skull Babylon and live.paradigmshiftcentral. And awesome. Thank you, Tam. Really appreciate it. Again, Tam's just saying it was really powerful. I really want for instruction to do what you were just be able to. Cool, awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, namaste. Yes, Sylvie and Tamara, who were actually listening to this like in the same space, as far as I understood, and that's a really beautiful thing. I want to give a shout out to that, because you know there's people out there who you're showing up to these meditations and you're really making it like a little ceremony for yourselves, and that warms my heart. That's beautiful. You know, it's a very powerful thing that this can be a part of your week, our week as a community, and let's continue to build that. Let's continue to strengthen those relationships. And so yeah, this was a good adventure tonight, and I'm just honored to be able to create this space with you guys. So before the end of the broadcast, I'm just going to refresh the Patreon and we'll take a look at that. Again, I know you guys were meditating, so I wasn't really expecting any new donations, but just as we do that, reminding you that for anybody who's been tuning into this broadcast and really appreciates the value that we're creating for community, you know, this is content we provide entirely for free, and we do it thanks to community support. And you can add your support on Patreon at patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. Another thing I'll mention, and we are still at 117 Patreon, 654 per month. Awesome. That's good, guys. Again, that's going to go up throughout the week. I'm doing a lot of like focus on that right now, so expect to see those numbers continue to go up. But again, you can also support through the questitemshop.com if you haven't checked that out yet. And we have the new monthly Shifter Booster Kit subscription, and we're really inviting more people to sign up for that. That's going to be a huge boost for the community, and we're at 2 signups for the monthly Shifter Booster Kit subscription. So if you want to get that like ongoing like engagement with people in your community using shift buttons and really being able to accelerate some things where you are, then be sure to check that out. So awesome. So again, as you've concluded this meditation, just reminding you guys, if you haven't yet, get some water, relax, get some fresh air, gentle stretches, even a light snack. Don't go driving right away, and just, you know, relax and allow this to just kind of like have an afterglow to it. I really encourage you guys to even do any writing, journaling, what you were doing in the white room, really add that to paper now. What is the future that you want to see, both big term, in immediate term, short term? What do you want to do tomorrow? What do you want to do this week, right? Like your week begins with how you start tomorrow, right? Whether you're listening to this on Sunday or Monday or wherever you are, right? So start your days with intention, and we'll do that together as a team. So collectively together, we are creating that momentum. So yeah, again, thank you everyone for being a part of this. Super appreciate the other thing, if you want to make single donations, paypal.me/Brendan Culleton, and the links are in the information for this video. And again, you can click the added card on the YouTube in the top right corner over there, and that links you to the Patreon. So shout out to everyone, and you guys are awesome. And yeah, again, please feel free to keep in touch. Join us on the team Discord at tinyurl.com/Paradigm Shift Chat if you aren't yet. Let your friends know. We got a lot more coming up within the Paradigm Shift Central project, and I'm really excited to be able to share it and continue to grow. If you aren't already, follow me at Mystic Spider-Man on Instagram. And again, you can check out more of the MP3s at Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes, so be sure to subscribe. And hey, leave a review if you want. That's always appreciated. appreciate it. So awesome, guys. That concludes this broadcast. Just sending so much good vibes. Go kick some butt this week. I love you. I honor you. I see you. The light guardian within me sees and honors the light guardian within you. So let's continue to ripple this wave even further. And yeah, let's keep it shifty. So until next time, everyone, much love, and I will see you in the future. So bringing up the outro music now, and there we go. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you again, everyone. Have a beautiful now. I love you. See you soon.